There are 14 different lessons or sessions that you can go to. You're going to pick 3 tonight. So there are 2 more actually added to that. One is the garden club, and the other is teaching the reluctant reader. So I'll talk a little bit more about that in a little bit. But we are just so excited to share with our families, with our community, and with anybody that we can show what Monticello has done in the last 3 years. Next slide. So this is something that we put together for our teachers to show the things that they have done in 3 years worth of time. And each word represents something that we have done, something that we've tried, something that we're still doing, something that we've gotten rid of because it didn't work. But it has our vision statement in there, and that is believe, inspire, and succeed. And you guys have seen that around our building, here on the cafeteria wall, and that's kind of our motto that we are living by here at Monticello. But we've got all kinds of things in here: collaboration, clustering, learning targets, clear expectations, parent communication, safety, all these things that we have tried to practice and put into place to help our students be successful. So the next slide is our vision and mission. And if you look at our mission statement, it spells out staying in here, trying to keep with our Mustang theme. And the teachers worked together to come up with this a couple summers in a row, because that was one of the suggestions of the group that came in and evaluated us, that we needed to really refine our vision and mission into what students could buy into. We added families into here, what our families and what we as teachers and staff could buy into for us. So we have showing respect, taking responsibility, acknowledging our achievements, noticing and honoring diversity, and generate greatness. And if you look at our posters around the room that are put up with the lovely blue tape, which isn't so pretty, but we try to acknowledge students in different ways down the hallways, in the cafeteria, when they are doing something or achieving learning or anything like that that we can celebrate. We try to honor that and put it somewhere in the building so they can see that every day. So for 3 years, we had a $1.45 million grant, and the biggest amount was loaded in the front the first year, and then last year was $500,000, and then this year was $250,000. So in that time, the biggest things that we have done, we had 2 instructional coaches that we hired. The first year there was a dean of students, and we hired a second instructional coach instead in the second year, because I felt that that was going to give us a bigger payoff in the classroom for students, and that definitely did have an effect for us. And they're probably our biggest movement, our biggest change in professional development for helping teachers and students be successful. Professional development for staff, they've gone to conferences, we brought people in, we've done classes and time trying to get better and refine the things that we're doing. So that has been where a bulk of the money was spent. We've developed new teaching strategies. We've done I don't know how many book studies and looking at different things that research-based is being successful and what has led to growth in other schools around the country. We have a focus class now. That's the 30-minute class around lunches that your student probably talks about when they go to focus. They do homework help, but then they also in focus class are divvied up, kind of teachers see where students are deficient. They look at their assessments on a weekly basis, and students are assigned to a different teacher so they can get extra help to get better in that class. We had enrichment classes last year. If you remember, they were required after school every Wednesday. This year we just have after school activities every single day of the week that students can participate in, but it's not required. But we have several different community organizations that come and do after school programs along with teachers that volunteer their time to do that as well. We've taken on literacy this year. Last year we did the 1,000,000 pages, and students had 1,000,000 pages read by January, so that was a huge goal that they accomplished midway through the year, which we didn't think we'd be able to finish that fast, but that was huge for us. And our Battle of the Books. We lost our librarian this year to halftime, so those 2 projects went away, but we're still focusing on literacy building-wide in every content area with 6 flags. And then we've kind of gone to a lot more collaboration where teachers get together in their teacher teams every Wednesday morning for that hour. They get together and they talk about student data, what students need to improve, what kind of strategies are working, what's not working, what they need to do differently for each individual kid. And they really get specific about talking about individual students in those Wednesday morning meetings. And then teachers meet on their own time in their content areas and grade level meetings, again, to talk about what they can do for student behaviors, what they can do to acknowledge and celebrate student work as well. So there's a lot of meeting time that the teachers are participating in. So for this evening, we have the 3 different sessions that you're going to visit. So look on your sheet, and like I said, there is the couple that were added extra. You're going to watch a presentation in some classes. You're going to learn something new in some classes. And there are some of the activities that have helped students. So this is what the whole point of the evening is, to participate like a student does every day in class. And then you're going to return here at 7:12 for dessert, coffee, and we have several prizes that were donated by staff, by different businesses in the community that we can raffle off for tonight, and we have lots and lots of cupcakes. So I think 360 cupcakes, so you might all get to have more than one. So this is the schedule. We are pretty close to being out of here. Session 1, and then you'll have 3-minute passing, so we'll try to come on the intercom and let you know when passing's over. You'll get to see what the 3-minute passing looks like for our students every day when they have to get from one place to the next in 3 minutes. So study which room you need to go to next. On the back of your flyer is the map. And then you'll see students that are out with their bright green shirts, and they're going to be helping you get to the different rooms. So ask them for help. They'll be scattered around. And then back in here again at 7:12. So prizes, at each class you go to, for each 15-minute session, you will pick up a ticket. They're little raffle tickets. You'll write your name on them, and then I'll have a black box up here that when you come back at 7:12, you just dump your ticket with your name on it in the box. You gotta remember to write your name on it, because we're not looking at the numbers. And then don't forget, there are things that there are no sessions for. There's art on display in the 8th grade hall, and it is amazing stuff. I mean, this is our first year back with art, so the students have done some really cool things. So they're hanging out in the hallway. There's science displays in the 6th grade science room. They've done some light brochures. And we've got data that we put together that's out in the lobby. If you came in through the lobby, there's some easels with different types of data in there. And then at the end of the night, we'll have a feedback form, so you guys can let us know what worked and what didn't for you tonight, so we can maybe use this as a model for next year. And then our school garden is out here in the courtyard, and Ian is going to be doing a class on transplanting and looking at what our students do out in the garden every day. And then in the outreach room, which is straight down the courtyard as well, our outreach coordinator, Cassandra, I don't know if you guys know this, but they do like 100 boxes for students at Christmas. And she does boxes at Thanksgiving and sometimes spring break, so depending on our student need. So if you ever have a student need for supplies, for food, clothing, help with your bills, Cassandra has that all covered in your outreach room. So you just need to call our main office, and then we connect you with the answering machine that Cassandra picks up the calls for. So other reminders. There are college scholarships for our 7th and 8th grade students. You make it all the way through high school, you pretty much guarantee yourself college paid for. So our counselors are set up to go through that. The paperwork is really important that the parents have to fill out and get back to us. So we want to stress that you make sure that that gets done. The summer program registration for anybody wanting to do summer school here through our 21st Century Grant is available in the outreach room. Our Latino leadership students will be involved in the Multicultural International Festival June 1st at LCC, so don't forget to go see our students at work. And once again, added to the yellow sheet is the Garden Club class and the Reluctant Reader class. So Ms. Scattergood's just right down this hallway over here. And Longview Public Library, if you're interested in her teen program this summer, she's only here for session 1, and she's just right down this hallway in room 155. So if you want to hear about things that students can do, Monticello's had the most attendance out of any middle school students in the area. So we'd like to keep it that way and keep our kids engaged in getting books from the library. So don't forget to head in there. So we're going to give you 3 minutes. Pick your first class. Don't run anybody over on your way there. No running out of the cafeteria. And we'll see you back at 7:12.
Can you give me in 3 minutes a synopsis of what you were doing here? This is for Channel 28.
What we were doing is we're just kind of acquainting parents with.
So I have to grab my own number or just grab
No, just take one off the desk. Our new tablets that we're using in middle school that are, instead of adopting a textbook, we've adopted a notebook to use to deliver instruction. So we were going over the applications that are on the notebook, and then we were even just doing a short lesson that we did today on George Washington and a read-along book, and showing how that is helping them summarize, differentiate for kids that read well and don't read well, or ELL kids that have language issues, and it lets kids work at their own pace, as well as learning the technology. So that's what we're going to show you parents today.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
I'll have a list of all the people's names, right? So I can, because I have to put a subtitle in.
Angela has a yeah.
Just
There's
tell
a
me your
flyer.
name.
Oh, Laura Marr.
And
Christina Reeves.
okay, Christina.
And
Okay,
Camber Johnson is the other person. She's just not here.
good. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
We'll tell you, it'll be on Channel 28.
Oh, I'd get direct TV. I don't have to.
Oh, I'm
Well, but
sorry.
maybe our TV does. Yeah.
Hi, Mrs. Mom.
Hello, Miss Beck. How are you today? Who knows training?
I left my phone.
Here, please.
Hi.
Welcome.
Hi, I'm from Channel 28. Can you, in 3 minutes, tell us what you're...
Peter, go for it.
Okay.
Peter.
All right.
Okay, so this is us after coming out of Cispus Learning Center in Randall, and we're like all in front of this huge sign that we apparently didn't think of doing it right when we arrived, and then
What were we doing?
we were posing for a picture.
No, what were we there for?
Oh, we were there for a retreat kind of thing that we went to a workshop at Mark Morris, and then this kind of got supported by the ethnic support group here in Longview, and then we went there, and then
For leadership, right?
yeah, and then here's us in our like some groups that we had. Like we got randomly picked by just in order, and we were either a fruit, which was kiwis, mangoes, or pineapples, and we had to come up with a whole presentation like in an hour, which was really hard to do, but it taught a lot of stuff. So, and then that's us like giving a speech for the school board meeting that we're gonna have to go present at in a month, and we had to kind of practice there. It was really formal and serious, and then that's us doing some group activities, this weird dance called the Gigolo, and then all the girls just sitting there. That's a hike that a group took to a waterfall, and they took some pictures under the waterfall. And then in the upper left corner, it's me shaking a hand with another one, making a deal for this game called Star Power that was really fun. And
What did that teach you?
it teaches how to make deals and everything in class. No, not in class, but like in life, how you can either stay at something or move on. And then those were just some pictures that we took, like right at the end, and that was another game that we played that kind of got us through the path of going to college and through high school and stuff. And then over here is a poster board with all the pictures that our teacher took of us at the retreat. This is in the woods at the challenge course. These are activities that we did during like the sessions, and then this is eating, and those are the formal presentations that we had to give.
So what was the essence of what you got out of this?
Well, a lot of stuff. Like mainly that we have to like what's it called?
Embrace your...
No, we have to be more involved in our community so we can stand out more, and like Like not lose our ability to speak Spanish and that kind of stuff.
Sí, sí, comprendo español. Sí. And you ladies, what did you get out of this?
Well, we got a lot out of it. We had like how to not to give up on ourselves, so that we can make it far, even though we're
And like not to be
Spanish.
shy around people who like to talk Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
To embrace your bilingual and never give up, even if you're Latino without papers, that you can make it somewhere in life.
But also you have a benefit of 2 languages instead of just 1. Is that
Yep.
true?
Yes. Yep.
And then most of the people in Latin America and also in North American continent that are known as Mexico speak your language, don't they? Fantastic. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Would you tell me your name so we can put it down on?
Amaryllis.
Moralia.
Valerie.
And Peter.
And your instructor?
Sonny Bacco?
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Jim, wave to the camera.
Don't be shy.
Okay. Hi, can you tell us in 3 minutes what this is about?
3 minutes. We have videos, family videos we've created for our literacy strategies that we're doing in the entire building. All teachers are working on these 6 strategies. So we have areas set up for each strategy, and then we have videos to go with that so parents can help students at home.
And what's your name?
My name is Laura Hyatt.
And
Hello, I'm the Chinese teacher here this year, and I came here last August, and I'm going to leave this June. And there will be another Chinese teacher teaching Chinese here next school year. She's a very nice lady who is working in Seattle right now. And I would like to say something about our Chinese class. And through the whole year, we are working on 12 topics. For example, self-introduction and family members, numbers, colors, and we also talk about the most important Chinese traditional festivals, Mid-Autumn Festival and Chinese New Year. And now we are working on clothing and accessories. And it is said that Chinese is the most difficult language in the world. So I'm trying my best to use a lot of classroom activities to make it easier for my kids in my Chinese class. And for example, we will sing a song when we teach, for example, family members. I create a song for the kids, like 我的爸爸 is my father, 我的妈妈 is my mother, 我的哥哥 older brother, 我的弟弟 younger sister, younger brothers, something like that. And also we play a lot of games, play Jeopardy, or when we learn the body parts, we play Seven Size, and also heads up 7-ups, but in Chinese. We had a lot of fun. And I'm trying my best to combine Chinese culture and Chinese language together. For example, when we talk about colors, I introduced the white and blue porcelain in China, which is very popular. Can date back to 14th century in China. My kids are really interested in it. So I would like my kids to make a porcelain by using paper plate and blue markers. And also, when we celebrate Chinese New Year, I would like my kids to experience Chinese traditional painting. Actually, we didn't paint it. We just use our mouth to blow it with Chinese ink. My kids had a lot of fun. They love it. And over there is Chinese paper cut. Actually, I have a lot of creative kids. They are more creative than their teacher.
If, will there be an opportunity for these students in this school to perhaps join another school in China where they can be pen pals or computer pals and learn more about the culture?
Yeah, I'm sure there is some possibility if the school, Monticello or R.A. Long can make a sister school.
Or partnership, yeah.
Yes, in China we've just built a good relationship between two schools.
And then both the Chinese students and the American students can learn a lot about history and geography and economics and business and just simple things that.
I hope so.
Okay, that will be one of your goals, maybe?
Of course.
Okay, and your name is?
Yang Zhiyue.
Thank you. And here we have my neighbors. Here's some neighbors who like to dance. And here's another neighbor who likes to play an instrument. How are you? Can you say hi and talk to my camera? Say,
hello.
What is your name?
Emily.
Emily, okay. And are you going to come to this school when you get a little older? Good, thank you, Emily.
You called me Emily.
Oh, your name's not Emily?
Oh, well, you can say my name's Evelyn.
Evelyn, okay, Evelyn. I have an Emily, and you are an Evelyn.
My substitute music teacher is in the party.
Hi there.
Hi there. Can you give me a 3-minute? We're on for public television, channel 28.
Yeah.
And we're going to do a little expose about the school and the programs. And so, would you tell us your name and the focus of the program and what it chooses to do with our young students?
Sure. My name is Ian Thompson, and school gardens are my passion. Started out when my kids were small, and they were at a school where there was a garden. So I started volunteering there, and just really what I saw when the way that kids got engaged, and the way that kids, they're eager to work. They really want to work. They want to do the hard work. They want to use the big shovels. And they learn to love to eat vegetables. And they also, their minds are turned on. They really are learning, and they're asking questions, and they're discovering in such a hands-on way. Stuff that's harder to teach them in a classroom. They come out here and they're learning about perennials and annuals and blossoms and insects and ecosystems, the way things work together. And they're learning to eat things that people, a lot of people never eat. A kid was just walking in here, and he knows the garden, and he's going to eat, these yellow flowers. He knows that broccoli this part of the broccoli is a flower, and every little piece of that opens up to a yellow flower, and you can eat those. And so, who eats broccoli flowers? But all these kids know that that's something you can eat.
How do you think this program's a win-win for this community?
That's probably a win-win-win-win.
Explain that.
Well, we have family involvement, which is good for kids and good for schools. So the more families, the more parents, the more that school is a positive place. And kids are here after school, so that connection with the school as a community is a big deal. And we do stuff over the summer, and so kids are here during the summer connecting, harvesting the blueberries and all that. Nutrition is a big thing. Health is a big thing. Healthy kids don't do as well as in school. Did I say that wrong? Kids who are healthy do better in school than kids who are not healthy. And that is documented up and down. That's a fact. And a big part of health is what kids are eating, and they're eating garbage. And here they're learning what real food is, and they're learning to cook it. We do cooking out here, and so they're learning the science of that, and they're learning to love.
How do you fund your project here with all of the plants and the equipment and time?
How do we fund it?
Yes.
This is funded through donations. and grants. This is something that the community has supported. And there's health organizations, you know, that locally there's the Healthcare Foundation and Peace Health and Kaiser and organizations like that that see the connection between teaching kids about food, getting them involved in active, healthy living and a healthy lifestyle, and them not ending up with diabetes or, you know, other lifestyle related
or obesity.
Or obesity is a big deal.
So how much does the school district have to come up with in order to have this program?
At the moment, almost nothing. I mean, the school contributes a lot because they have the land and they have the water, and so that's a big deal. A lot of times they have fences. Here, we're surrounded by buildings. This is a courtyard, but the community is really is really funding it, and so it's one of those where maybe at the school district in lean years they might say, well, we need to cut the garden program. But this is supported by the community, so it doesn't have to be cut. It can continue.
Do you see this as a possibility of developing into greater or more opportunities for even high school students?
Definitely.
So do you have a program for high school students?
We don't have a program for high school students. We're starting to see that in a neighboring town, Kelso, where the high school students are starting. They've got a greenhouse and they've got a horticulture program, and so they're starting the vegetable starts for the gardens in the younger grade levels.
Thank you. Thank you for all this information.
Oh, absolutely.
And you'll be on Channel 28.
Fantastic.
Thanks. I'll give you a disc.
Okay, thank you.
Again, to recap, Ann Thompson said all of this equipment and material is donated by the community and is of no cost to the school district. Hi, and this program is?
This is special ed.
Yes.
And I teach 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, and I also teach kindness to any student that needs it.
This one especially.
Sometimes against their will.
How is bullying as a problem here at this school?
It has decreased tremendously because the whole school embraces a non-bully attitude, and we assume that the child that is doing the bullying also has issues. So they don't just get punished. We work with them and try to figure out why they have the need to bully and then try to help them so it's not a problem anymore. And I follow kids up, because that's the kindness thing, because they don't want to have to come and see me because I will talk to them. I talk to them too much and try to touch their heart. And they don't want me touching their heart because then they start to cry, not because they're sad, but because they realize that they were hurtful. And when you get to that, you've really been successful.
And your name is?
Claudia Scattergood.
And do you have anybody else working with you?
Oh, the whole school, my gosh. This is Crystal Galvan.
Hi.
She's a brand new teacher at our school.
Yep, I teach Read 180. So that's a program we have for 6th and 7th graders who are needing a little extra boost in their reading. So,
super.
Yep.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We're doing what's called a review. Your children right now are writing their own material, monologues, which is them on stage all by themselves, doing like a part of a speech from a play. Or Christina, you're doing a song, right? Christina's doing a solo musical performance. Another young lady wanted to do a small ensemble song with like her and some of the other girls as backup, or trading off the focus. Like she sings one verse, they sing the next verse, she sings another verse. I love Aisha and Sean's bit. They're doing like a 3-person scene where they're on a date and Sean is totally playing the 2 girls against each other by being like, no, honey, I'm not cheating on you. That girl, she's my cousin. You should come meet her. They go meet her, and this first girl is like, Sean, can I talk with you? And pulls him aside, and she's like, who is that second girl? Are you cheating on me? No, I'm not cheating on you. That second girl is my cousin. You should go meet her. And it's wacky, wild stuff, and they're writing it all. I mean, I've actually gotten the best material out of them when I've just said, here are 3 parameters that this should have, like that it must be appropriate, has to be like 2 minutes long, and I want it to have wacky characters, and they've come up with crazy, crazy stuff. We did infomercials the other day. Infomercials? Anybody want to talk about theirs? Yeah, you can come on.
With my group, we did the Invisa Snuggie. So I actually brought my Snuggie to school, and I was also wearing a vampire cape, and one of my partners, Ian, was wearing my Snuggie, and then, well, the 4th member of our group didn't show for cast that day, but then Brayden talked, and like when I entered, I was spinning in circles, and he was talking about the Invisa Snuggie. It shields you from noticing when your dog or animal pees on you. I have no clue where that one came up from.
I don't know.
And one of them was, it's just like the gowns at the hospital, and he had Kian turn around, and he totally acted like it. It was kind of funny, but sort of ridiculous.
Yeah.
Really stupid.
They're supposed to take like sham wow, but it's like sham wow with acid. Like, who cares if it eats through your floor? It got it clean, right? I think were you part of the Soup Shoe trio?
We weren't here.
You weren't here. Dang it. Soup Shoe was probably the most amazing thing I've ever heard in my life. Bring your lunch bowl with you. They had a whole sales pitch on a microwavable shoe that you could have your soup in, and then they had like a 30-second long disclaimer like, we will not be held responsible for like hepatitis, cancer, like fungus in the mouth, or blah 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 stuff. Death, imminent death, yeah. And what are some other ones? I know I'm forgetting a couple.
There was a cup one that we did. We did the cup song.
Oh, performances. They really seem to love the movie Pitch Perfect. I found out that everybody sings. Everybody in cast sings apparently when they watch an a cappella movie. So everybody wanted to perform this cup song. It's got this nice pattern. I'll hold the microphone if you want to do it.
She wants to join. It got her tapping her toes.
So for the end of the year, they get to do whatever they want. Like I said, she's chosen a song. We're going to find a karaoke track, and she's going to get 3 minutes on stage with the spotlight to sing the song that she wants to. Oh, and you're and you're doing a monologue? It's the weekend before Memorial Day. So it is May.
Hi, what do you think about this program here?
I'm impressed.
Are you impressed? Your grandchildren or children ever
No.
go?
By themselves.
We have a secret.
We are the first graduating class from Mark Morris in 1950.
No. Monticello.
I mean in Monticello, Mark Morris was
the first students that walked into this school.
Well, congratulations.
I just hope we're not the last ones if they close the door. I do not want to see Monticello. No.
Really? Do you think it should stay open then?
Yes, of course.
And what do you think about the education program here tonight?
Well, I think they've come a long ways, and I think they have a good rapport with the students. We've liked several classes, and we like it.
Do any of your neighbors or friends or relatives go to this school? Or?
Yours does? Your daughter, granddaughter?
I have a granddaughter that teaches here.
Okay. So you want the tradition kept up?
I beg your pardon?
You want the tradition kept up? Thank you. And your name is? And you live in the community?
And I'm Kay, and I actually live down here right now, but I live in Ridgefield, is where my home is.
Okay.
But I was born and raised here.
Oh, very good, very good. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
$1 gift card to the Sweet Spots goes to J.W. Watts. Next one is a $15 gift card to Burgerville. Goes to Haiti Amador. The next one is a $10 Burger King card for Christina Hyatt. And the last $10 Burger King card goes to Christina LaFady. Sorry. I was told. Okay, we have more taco time. So, Hunter Rock. 4 meals. From taco time, right here. Okay, the big red bag is next. It is a surprise drawing for the big red bag. Just kidding. It is a family fun night bag, so it's got games and all kinds of stuff in it. So, Peter Nova! Okay, so our next one is this little vase full of candy, and it goes to Tyson Stevenson. Okay, we have a $25 gift card to the movies. And it is going to Maria Munoz. Okay, we have a jar of candy, and it is going to Blanca Munoz. Okay, Zoe Watts, you get the mixing bowl full of all kinds of cake goodies. And Zoe, that package comes with a dozen of Mrs. Allen's cupcakes. You pick the flavor and I'll make them to you and bring them to you at lunch. Okay, so this next one is a sequence game with some Gatorade and popcorn. It is going to Lorenzo Ordonez. And the next game, Gatorade and popcorn, goes to Elena Aguilar. And the last one, oh, the candy down here with the big lollipop in it will be Hours of Fun, goes to Richard Jones. Okay, this is the Starbucks. Starbucks goes to Natalie Corton. C-U-R-E-T-O-N. There you go. All right, Starbucks, don't drink it all at one time. All right. Please make sure you fill out your green feedback forms. Let us know how this went for you tonight, what we can do better next year. And thank you all for coming and helping us celebrate. Have a great evening. Any green forms up here you can give to my leadership posse or Mr. Guitarmson.
Come and be a part of things, whether it be on nights like this or working in the garden or all of the other things that are around Monticello.
My name's Kevin Trendle, and my daughter is our first child that went to this school. We have a family history of participation in schools as teachers and educators, librarians. I think the programs here are very positive. They're very straightforward. They take learning very seriously, and the participation from the parents in these programs has been very, very good. A night like tonight has been wonderful to see all the different things that have been going on throughout the year in the school from when we had our parent-teacher conference earlier in the year. It's just fantastic, and I wholeheartedly support this.
And do we have anyone else? Would you do your comment one more time? Yes.
My name is Karen Plank, and I am Monticello Middle School's PTO president, and I'm very proud to be at this school. I've been at this school for now 5 years, so I've been here through all the everything that's been changing. Angela's been a fabulous principal, and Kevin's been a great asset to her also, to changing the demographics of how the school is ran, and it's been a positive environment, and learning has been a very huge thing here. It's the thing.
Do you as parents feel like the community supports this school and you have support from the community?
I think that this school is very important to the community because there's a lot of people in this community that have actually gone to this school when this was the only middle school. And since it's right centrally located, it's a part of everybody around it. And I think this school is really important.
Would you recommend other parents who are going to other middle schools to come and explore the programs here?
Oh, definitely. Absolutely. I tell everybody, I say, you don't want to ever say anything about our school in a negative way, definitely, until you've been at our school, because you will see it totally different. This is a wonderful school. I wouldn't be anywhere else. My kids, I wouldn't want them anywhere else. This staff is phenomenal. They work harder and care more about these kids than I can't imagine anywhere being as connected. They love these kids. This is a wonderful school.
I'm going to go and ask you one thing that you see that's unique at this school, and you would recommend other parents to come and visit, not only in this community, but out of state, perhaps even in Washington, D.C.
Yeah, the literacy program, for instance. We were looking at some of the scores when they started back in, I believe it was 2008. 9, scores had dropped a little bit, but the progress that the teachers have made with the students, focusing on different aspects of their education, particularly with emphasis on putting together a good product and having the kids actually learn and understand. Not that they hadn't before, but I see now that these teachers really take this seriously, really take it to heart, and they want the kids to understand this and not just go through and pass tests and be able to just spit back something that they may have heard, but they actually want them to know and understand, because they see them go forward out of this community to community college, to high school, community college, upper level college, and they want them to be successful, because they know having a community like this, if they're a very strong community, they may come back someday.
And it seemed to me, as we were going through some of the classes tonight, that the teachers and all the different subject matters really work together. They integrate that writing process into more than just the writing classes, so the students have ample opportunity to learn and develop their skills.
It's a basis for all of, no matter what you are in. That is one of the things that, I'm on the site-based committee, and during that was one of the discussions. How are we going to take writing and put it into each, it doesn't matter what subject you're in, because that's such an important part of making these kids good learners, and that's something they've really implemented. The teachers get together on a weekly basis at different grade levels to talk about how they can help each other, so that they're all connected in the way that they're teaching, so that the kids can go wherever they're going and they'll get it. It's just a unit. It's very unified, and how everything works around here. It's very...
So you do believe that the community supports this school?
I'd like to think so. Yeah, I believe that. I think if they've been here, they
those who are in the Monticello community support this school.
Okay, and so if you wanted other people outside of this small community within Monticello, what would you invite them to do?
Well, I have noticed a real change in the way the sciences are taught this year. Being more project-oriented and pulling in not just studying aspects of science, but the roller coaster project that we viewed tonight, they explored different things like the budgeting that it would take to build the roller coaster, and they brought the math into all of those, not just the formulas of the velocity and what it would take to get the marble through the loops and to the end and slow down at the right place, but also budgeting and accounting and those sorts of aspects of what it would take to actually pull off that project.
I see.
One of the things that would be helpful is a night like tonight. If you're going to have people from out of the Monticello area that want to see what's going on at Monticello, have them come to something like this success night where you focus on different aspects of the school. You can go to different areas of the school. You can go to the physical education department, you can go to the math department, you can go to the wood shop if you want to, but you will see exactly what's going on, and you can ask questions of the instructors. You can ask questions to the parents that actually have kids here.
If we had an opportunity to invite the rest of the community in a single effort, single project or program, would you be interested in doing that before the end of the school year? Perhaps having a special, unique night where parents and students could come in.
Like a community, just actually
Yes.
coming from the whole
like a
community
community
to come
open
in.
Yeah, we'll invite Kelso, we'll invite people from the Capitol, we'll invite people from other states, and make this
I really think, I think that would
community
be,
open
the
house.
people need to see how change can happen too. How you can go from one spot and where you are like a failing school and turn it around and start growing and becoming something that is that's positive and that people could see that anybody can do it. You just have to have people that are willing to put forth the effort and care enough to do something about it. I think that and the students and the teachers, and I would love for people
We've
to see
had
that.
comments from the community saying that 2x4s and bricks don't teach our students, but teachers do. So you believe that's true? So
I do. I don't think it's just the teachers, though. It's the community of teachers. It's those teachers.
It's the support behind the teachers and in the families.
Well, yes, but what I'm saying is it's the combination of these teachers.
Yes,
It's
yes.
this community of teachers, this community of administrators, this community of parents and volunteers that make Monticello what it is.
So you could say that Monticello is a community of scholars.
Scholars, teachers,
Dedicated.
dedicated parents,
Whether they be,
volunteers.
parents, teachers, administrators, just community support. They're all dedicated
It's
to the
not
success
just a
of this
building.
school.
It's not just a building. I know, I'm here. This is not just a building. This is my family when I come to this school. And this is these kids' family. These kids come from the high school. Once they get to high school, they come back after school to come and visit these teachers. Mr. Hines, the library, Mrs. Bacco, the English teacher. You know, there are people here that care about them and they feel cared about. So you can't just have a school that only teaches. It's about caring about the people that you are teaching. That's what makes a school. And you don't get that just everywhere. Sometimes it's just a number. I'm telling you, these teachers here know that they need to be more than just a teacher. They have to care about these kids, and they care. And you can't take them apart because it won't work. They have to be together. They support each other. They all are unified. They're family.
So you don't think that they could be sent to other facilities and they would still have this camaraderie?
No.
With real?
No.
You don't think so?
No, it's not the same combination, and it's not. But it's not just the teachers. It's everything. It's the volunteers. It's like the garden volunteers. It's the people from the community that come in and volunteer. It's the parent volunteers. It's the combination that makes the school.